Hello Peachies and welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a collaboration with Epic Cosplay Wigs to bring you the glamorous and also the creator of Minecraft, Hatsune Miku. The style that we're going to be using today is EOS Vocaloid Green. So of course you're going to need tools for your wig. You can't make it without it, right? So I'm going to show you the main ones that we're going to be using today. And now I'm going to show you the fibers of the ponytail. I know that a lot of people are usually sketched out by wigs they buy online, and they don't really know what they look like because there's not a lot of pictures. So if you do have this wig in mind, here's a close-up so it can help further your choice. So here's the base wig. Isn't it pretty? There's not too much shine to it, but it's very thick, very fluffy, and very easy to work with. I mean, just look at the fluff. Look at the bounce. Yes, queen, we have to stand. As you can see, it's very well made, very dense, so you don't have to worry about any tracks showing. So now let's go ahead and unsnap this bad boy and get to work. So as you can see, I already have some rubber bands in place. This is just to give me a blueprint on how I want my wig to go. Here, I'm just parting the wig so we can prepare it for the ponytails. Now here's the fun part. We're gonna cut all of this off. Like, not the top part, but the bottom part. And it should look like this. So the bottom half should be pretty much bald. We're just going to make a pattern here right in the middle and stick the weft with hot glue. So you will catch me pressing on the hot glue with my bare fingers. It's because I don't have like many nerves in them. So unless you also have nerve damage, please don't do it. Please, for my sake and yours, mainly yours. So we're starting to get somewhere. And we're just going to do it to the other side. So this is where things get a little tricky. This long piece here is cut out from the ponytail. There's plenty of hair in the ponytail for you to work with, so don't be afraid to kind of trim it down a little bit because the ponytail will end up heavy. So we're going to do the same thing for the bottom. Just kind of measure it out first so you can see how you want to lay your weft. And make sure to save your scrap pieces from the top. Those will come in handy for the bottom of Miku's outward hairs. And now we're just going to glue them right on. So now that the bottom hairs are done, we're going to start with working our way up to cover up the bottom part that we haven't touched yet. This is all going to be placed in the middle. And when you're done, it should look like this. Time for the other side. And don't worry about too much of detail like I am, because it will get covered later. And when done with that, we're just going to hot glue the weft to the sides that are not covered yet. The hot glue that's showing currently right now will also be covered later. And now that we're on that part, we're going to take the wig off the stand and we're going to hot glue the weft inwards so that it can fold back outwards. Now going back to the outside of the wig, we're going to start hot gluing another layer. This is going to give it more dimension and kind of a bump like Miku's hair. When you get to the center, you'll want to cross this weft. That way you'll have a nice crisscross effect and give it a little bit more flair to her hair. So as you can see, I did that with the opposite side. So we're going to take that and we're going to cross it over the weft we just did. That way you'll start seeing a little bit more of a pattern as we progress. And when all of that's done, when you put the hair up, it should look like this. So as you can see below, the hot glue tracks are covered and it has that nice little bump at the bottom. So here I'm just taking the heat of the hot glue gun and just kind of reshaping it to kind of press it upward. And now we're on my favorite part, the crisscrossing. So you'll want to be careful with this because you can easily lose your place, but we're going to do an under and over method. That way it can cover up the glue tracks in the center. And look how nice and bouncy. So as you're making your way upward, you're going to want to have bigger pieces. Behind the wefts, I'm lightly putting hot glue so it can stay in place. Phew, almost there. And ta-da! This is how she should look. Now you can absolutely stop here and just use the clips of the ponytail to add on to it. However, I like a challenge, so I said screw it and did more. Because Peachmelk likes to be difficult apparently. The bangs are a personal preference. I did change this up a little bit later though, but I wanted to have a guideline just to help me out. So the bangs did get a little bit messed up because I put it on, but again, we're gonna fix that later, so don't worry. I went ahead and did this ponytail as an example. I cut off a big chunk of the ponytail and hot glued it on the inside of the ponytail we have in our base. Then I secured it with an elastic. Also shaped the ponytail with got-to-be hair glue. That way it can stay in place. I don't know about y'all, but I hate super tangled ponytails, so like that was just one way to combat it. And here we go, doing the same thing on the opposite side and touching it up. To help it dry, I had a blow dryer and curled it in my hand. That way it gives it more of a spiky shape. Yes, you guessed it, more touch-ups. We love them. And here's how the bangs ended up looking in the end. With her gear in place, Miss Miku is ready to capture hearts and souls of everybody around the world. And for the first time dealing with Miss Miku full throttle, not too bad if I say so myself. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. If you want me to do a certain character, let me know and I might be able to bring it. Until the next video, wash your hands, stay safe, and stay inside.